Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is titled, What Love Languages Do You Need Right Now? So these will be the compilations of the love languages that you are already aware of, as well as some love languages that I've created because I believe that they could also be love languages. And what's special about today's reading is that I am not going to be pulling any cards for all three piles. I actually have written channeled messages for all three piles instead. So each pile will have a full page of channel messages, okay? I wanted to try something different. So I hope you all like it. I have three piles for you to choose from. You are welcome to pick more than one. As always, just remember to please pick using your intuition. I'm going to give you a second to pick, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. So pile number one, what love languages do you need right now? You need a dose of words of affirmations and some solitude. So let me read these channeled messages, pile number one, because as I said in the introduction, I did not pull any cards and I will not be pulling any cards, okay? This is strictly channeled messages, okay? Okay. All right, pile number one. So with words of affirmation and solitude, a good way to enhance this love language is honest conversations with each other. Really being honest about the way you feel, the way that your partner's family make you feel, the way that their friends make you feel, like putting it all on the table so that you and your partner can sort through it and create solutions to those problems so that they don't have to be problems, okay? Also, there is like a fear of intimacy here, like a fear of showing love, a fear of showing affection. So this could stem from a past life or just environmental conditioning. So you may have been taught that showing love was embarrassing or that showing love is a weakness, or you just may come from an environment where people don't really show a lot of love. They show love in other ways. It's not really affection. And you're being guided to deconstruct the narratives you have surrounding love. Love is not a weakness and love is not embarrassing, okay? That is something that will enhance the relationship once you understand that love is not a weakness. Love is not embarrassing. You don't have to be ashamed or feel judged for showing love to your partner. For some of you, I feel like this is just a result of toxic masculinity, especially if you are a man watching this, being taught that showing love to your woman is going to make you soft or make you a simp or make you more easily susceptible to manipulation or it's going to emasculate you in some way. And that's not true. It's okay to show love to your partner and it's okay to be faithful. That's not something that should be made fun of. Okay. That's something that is essential to any thriving relationship, especially if you are somebody who practices monogamy. Because for other types of connections, such as like, polyamory and stuff like that, it's not really about monogamy. But in this case, I feel like you are a monogamous person, pile number one. So showing love to your partner and, being faithful, that is not something to judge yourself over or feel weird about. It's a good thing. It shows that you have a good heart and that you really are devoted to your partner in this connection. Another channel message that I have is to spend some time with yourself. So this goes back to that solitude part. You do need words of affirmation because you do need to tell your partner things and express your love to them, but you also need to have some time by yourself, okay? Spending some time by yourself will help you to reconnect back with yourself because maybe you got too enmeshed in this relationship. And it happens, and it's not something that we just do purposely. It just happens when you're with somebody for so long. You can become enmeshed. So spending time by yourself will help enhance this relationship because the more you know yourself and the more you take better care of yourself, the more that you can know others and take better care of them. Okay. It's like a domino effect. Also, when you spend time by yourself, you discover so much within yourself because We don't know everything there is to know about ourselves. We're always evolving, we're always changing and growing. So, in different seasons of our lives, we're going to be different versions of ourselves, okay? We're going to be at different stages of our evolution. So, understand that there's so much that you don't know about yourself. And when you discover that about yourself, it enhances the relationship because you can show up more authentic. You can authentically state your likes and your dislikes. You can authentically be yourself and show love because you know yourself. So, self love is a major component of enhancing this relationship, showing yourself that love so that you become a better lover. Okay. What will also enhance this relationship is speaking more heartfelt to your lover, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. So maybe you could do this in the form of poetry. If you don't feel comfortable actually reciting the poetry to your partner, you could put it in a birthday card or you could just write them a poem and give it to them, write them a love letter, things like that. If you struggle with that kind of intimacy, like telling somebody how you feel about them face to face, try writing it down first. Things like that will really help to enhance this relationship because your partner needs that reassurance and you need that reassurance as well. And the only way to give that reassurance is through speaking it. I mean, you can do other things, but people really love to hear that they're loved. They really love to hear that they're the only one. They really love to hear that they make you, you know, happy, and they really love to hear that they make a difference in your life, okay? Another channeled message is documenting your thought process. So when you're in the solitude, document your thought process, whether you like to journal, whether you like to do video diaries, things like that, so that you are recording your thought processes so that you can better understand yourself as an individual. And it's so important that we discover ourselves because it helps us know ourselves more and, show up more confidently and be more present in our reality. So you could literally get your birth chart read or learn to read your own birth chart here, take a personality test, you could go to a therapist. There are so many ways that you can dig deep within your psyche and get to know yourself, okay? That will really help to enhance this relationship. And lastly, I have a channeled song for you. It is SZA and it's called Snooze. So pile number one, that was the channel messages that I got for you. Comment down below and let me know what resonated. Also, if you would like to book a reading, that information will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. Peace. Okay, pile number two, what do you need right now? What love language do you need right now? You need a dose of quality time and conflict resolution techniques. So, pile number two, like I told pile number one, I did not pull any cards at all. I'm strictly going off of channeled messages. So, I have a full page of channeled messages that I'm going to read. So, pile number two, what I got for you is teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. You and your partner may be polarizing at times. Maybe it's hard to be on the same page because you have differing perspectives, but that is okay. You can learn from a person that has a different perspective than you rather than to go against it, okay? You know how they say to flow with the tide rather than to go against it? That will also help to enhance this relationship by being more open minded with what your partner has to say and their different perspectives. So even if you don't agree with it, just being more open minded and respecting it, okay? Respect what they feel, respect their opinions on politics and certain things. Like, understand that your partner is different from you, okay? People are not exactly the same. So if that was the case, you wouldn't get along because you wouldn't want to be with somebody who's exactly like you. We need to embrace differences, okay? Because our differences make us beautiful, pile number two. What will also enhance this relationship is a couples retreat, going on vacation together and spending one on one time with each other. How number two, I feel like you and your partner are very work and career oriented. So maybe you spend more time working than being with each other and loving on each other. So there is a need to, take a break from work and relax with each other, get in a jacuzzi, go swimming with each other, have adventures. There's a need to tap into your inner child. Like, you're never too old to have fun. Pound number two, like, go to an arcade, go to the movies, go to an amusement park and get some ice cream and some popcorn and candy and tap back into that inner child because it's really going to help strengthen the bond between you and your partner, because we always will have our inner child, no matter how much you think that I've evolved from that. Like, that inner child, that version of you is still within you and it can still be, you know, it can still be catered to and taken care of, okay? Also, I feel like a lot of the issues within this connection, and let me just say this, pal number 2, everybody has issues, okay? Don't think that I'm just coming for you or anything like that. It's not like that. Every relationship has issues, but what I'm saying here is that I feel like the root cause of the issues that you may have with your partner, and I'm not saying that you argue all the time, okay? I'm not saying that either. But when issues do come up, the root cause of it is because both of you are in a masculine energy. Even if you don't think so, you are. And I'm not talking about gender. A lot of people get caught up on feminine meaning woman and masculine meaning men. Well, in this case, I'm not referring to gender. I'm strictly referring to energy. So if you know what masculine energy means and feminine energy means, there are energies and there are certain traits and characteristics associated with those energies. So it doesn't have anything to do with gender, in my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. But I feel like you and your partner both operate from this masculine energy. This could also be a same sex relationship. Take what resonates, but you and your partner have to learn how to balance that feminine energy within you because you've already mastered the masculine. Now it's time to master the feminine because it will change your life. Trust me. A lot of people underestimate the power of feminine energy. And coming from somebody who's unlocked that kind of energy within my life, it is a very, very powerful thing. And it helps you to balance that masculine because I can resonate with this kind of energy. Like, I grew up being so masculine, being in my masculine energy. And now that I've switched to a more feminine energy, there is a balance because, again, I mastered the masculine already. So now I'm learning to really ground my feminine energy and master that. Okay. So I feel like that's something that needs to be done. Pound number 2 to enhance this relationship is balancing those feminine and masculine energies within both of you. Okay. There needs to be more sultry, sensual energy, okay? A sacral chakra meditation would really, really help. And it's interesting that I say that because in this picture, the woman actually has on an orange dress, and orange represents the sacral chakra. So I feel that meditation will really help because you and your partner like to go, like y'all are like busy bees. So sometimes you have to learn to rest and quiet down your mind, and it'll help bring in a lot of clarity. You know, there needs to be more of sacral chakra energy within you and your partner's relationship. So maybe doing arts and crafts together, tapping into your creativity, but also going back to that sultry and sensual energy. Maybe changing up some things that you do, like when you're intimate. You know what I mean? Like changing up like certain roles and positions, and maybe going to adult stores or watching adult films, if you know what I mean, and finding new techniques, to give each other more pleasure. Another thing that will enhance this relationship is candlelit dinners, dressing up and taking professional photos together. So maybe when it's your birthday or your partner's birthday, taking pictures together, or just going, it doesn't have to be a special occasion, just going and getting pictures taken and then hanging it up in your house, things like that. That will help enhance this relationship. Some of you also could renew your vows. You may be already married here, but take what resonates, okay? Another thing that would enhance this relationship is, keeping relationship conflict to yourself. Like, don't go tell your mom and dad, no matter how much you feel like people understand. A lot of people will hold a grudge against your partner. So while you may forgive your partner and move on, other people don't. Okay. So it's best to keep your business to yourself so that people can't misconstrue things about your partner or misconstrue things that you've said. Okay. Because people have a tendency to do that, especially people close to us. So you and your partner would benefit from couples counseling that will enhance this relationship so that those polarizing energies that you two have can be better understood, especially when there's a third person to intervene, okay? Also, refrain from internalizing everything. Refrain from internalizing everything. You and your partner both have this habit of internalizing what each person says or does. So that's why I feel like the counseling will really help so that your messages are better understood and it can be actually heard, because I feel like you and your partner may listen from a place of a wound, or you hear what you want to hear. So yeah, couples counseling. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I keep seeing Iyanla Van Zandt. If you don't know who that is, you should look into her. She is amazing. But I just keep seeing Iyanla Van Zandt. So that's why I'm getting you. There definitely needs to be some some type of counseling, okay? And it doesn't mean the relationship is bad. I think people think, "Oh, counseling means something is wrong with me." Like, no, counseling just means I wanna make things better. That's what that means. It doesn't mean that it's something really, really wrong with you or the relationship. It just means I wanna make things better because we get into relationships and think that we naturally are gonna know what to do. Like, sometimes we don't know what to do. Sometimes we weren't given the tools to know what to do. So that's why we go to counseling so that we can learn what to do. See what I'm saying? Another channeled messages is to, agree to disagree. If you don't agree with your partner, that's okay. Like, just because you love somebody and you're connected to them doesn't mean you agree with them on everything. Like, even in my connection with my partner, I don't agree with everything my partner believes or is interested in, but I can respect that because I love them, right? So respect differences here. You don't need to change it. Just respect it. All right. Another channeled message is to laugh more. That goes back to tapping into that inner child and having more fun with your partner and not, making everything about work or what needs to be done. Just really having that fun and letting loose and letting your hair down, okay? And then lastly, we have, relax, more relaxation, you know, maybe taking some days off from work to just nap with your partner and catch up on sleep and, you know, take a hike together, go shopping together, go work out together, spending more quality time and less time apart. Okay. Spending more time together will enhance this relationship. Okay. Because love doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be super serious. You can enhance it. You just have to try different ways and see the way that works best for you. Okay. Pile number two. So that was your channel message. Let me know if that resonates in the comments below. Thank you so much. Peace. Last but not least, pile number three, what love languages do you need right now? So pile number three, you need a dose of acts of service and gift giving. And pile number three, I actually didn't pull any cards for any of the piles. You may have came from the other pile, so if you know, you know, but if you didn't, I didn't pull any cards today. I wanted to try something different. So I have a full page of channel messages that I'm going to read. So pile number three, with you having acts of service and gifts, what will help to enhance this relationship is supporting each other's creative endeavors. Okay. So if your partner has a business, repping their merch, wearing their merch, okay, reading their book if they're an author, buying their book, getting it signed, playing their music, streaming their music if they are a music artist or a producer, things like that. And lastly, buying their art if they're an artist and hanging it up on your wall, or buying it for other people and just spreading the word that your partner is an artist. So that will help to enhance this relationship by supporting them, okay? And being their number one fan, being their cheerleader. Don't be that person that your partner has a business or your partner is trying to do something and you don't share it. Share it, you know? Be that person. Regardless of how people feel, if they get tired of seeing it, delete them. It's your social media for a reason. Next, we have make holidays special. So you and your partner could wear matching pajamas. You could watch Charlie Brown. Excuse me. You could watch Charlie Brown during the Christmas season, things like that. You and your partner will also benefit from like decorating together, or you decorate for your partner and you surprise them. Let's say you decorate the Christmas tree before they get home from work and they come home to see the house looking lovely and in the Christmas theme and spirit. So things like that goes into acts of service. And along with decorating, going all out on the holidays and making memories with your partner, and really enjoying that time because life is too short. Okay. So go all out every time, pile number three. The next channel message we have is, washing the dishes, doing the laundry, and cleaning up the house while your partner is sleeping or away from home will help to enhance this relationship. Okay. Giving your partner a massage, doing your partner's hair. You could be shampooing, conditioning it, clipping their ends, doing their hair. Things like that will really help to enhance this relationship. I think another love language that is coming up is physical touch. So you may resonate with that, okay? Next, we have giving your partner a mani-pedi, baking a birthday cake for your lover on their birthday. So instead of going to get a cake made or buying a cake in the store, you can just make a cake and then put things on the cake that symbolize them, okay? that could be a gift, in a way, and it really goes into acts of service, okay? Next, we have, paying attention to what they like so you know what gifts to get them on special occasions. So pay attention to the colors they like to wear, the earrings, the jewelry, the shoes, the music artists they like, or the actors they like, or the shows they like. Like the list is endless. But paying attention and peeping certain things so that when the time comes to get the gift, you get them something that they actually like, okay? I feel like you're already a good gift giver though. So this is just confirmation. Next, we have planting a garden or a tree and naming it after them. So that could be, something that enhances the relationship, like planting a garden out in front of the house and just making your home more beautiful for your partner. Also, you could like plant a tree in the backyard and name it after them. It could be a fruit tree as well. Especially because I feel like you, pound number 3, you would benefit from like living with your partner in like a secluded area. You may already have been thinking about this, but like having some land, I really get that for you because I really get pound number 3. You and your partner could be the type that like have some grandkids in the future and they all come to the land and there's stuff on the land like trees, little I get that you could also make a secret garden on your land, things like that. That's something I'm getting. So take what resonates, but I really get that like working with nature will help enhance your relationship. You could even buy your partner flowers or buy them plants, their favorite flowers, their favorite plants, things like that. That will help to enhance a relationship, as well as like when your partner's at work, bringing them lunch or having lunch with them. Okay. Also, taking your partner out to dinner. And have you seen those movies where people take their partner out to dinner, but it's like they're already there waiting or they're in the car waiting and they leave like an outfit for you on the bed and it matches you perfectly. And then they have a note saying, hey, meet me here. I feel like you should do little things like that for your partner, make it more special. And then we have house repairs. So doing house repairs, like painting the house, fixing the house, refurbishing something, getting new furniture and surprising your partner with it, that will enhance the relationship. And lastly, we have filling up your partner's gas tank. So essentially just, taking care of your partner and doing things for them, like picking up the slack will really, really help to enhance this relationship. I really get that this is already a good relationship. So these things will just make the relationship healthier and it will just make the bond stronger and even deeper. So thank you so much, pound number 3, for coming to this reading. I know it was a little quick, but it was just based off channel messages. So if you would like to book a reading and get even more insight, go to my description and you'll see that information. Thank you so much for coming to this reading, pile number 3. Mwah. Peace.